The memorandum of agreement, which would have been an agreement between the Muslims and the government to resolve the issue in the South, came about. It was rejected by our Supreme Court, and it created so much havoc and violence in our South. And the big issue that the Supreme Court had mentioned was the lack of consensus around the agreement that was going to be entered into by government. It created so much suspicion and anger all over the country. And so I thought that the very important issue that needed to be addressed was creating consensus. So what I did was, when I got to my government job as presidential advisor in the peace process, I worked around it. So I had developed a model on how to bring large groups together in order to help create consensus. When I was about to do this, I knew that this was already towards the end of the term of our previous president, and there was so much distrust, and there was so much suspicion in government that, and besides, the elections were coming, so it was very difficult to get people to rally around this idea of creating consensus. People thought that the process was going to be used for political reasons, which it was not. That was not my intention. So what I did was I worked with the non-government organizations. I spoke to a small group and I said, I need your help. These are my intentions. I know you are suspicious, but I need you. You will know me from the way I do my work and from the way I relate to you. So I wish that you would give me a chance. And they did. So what they did was they gathered other non-government organizations. And the first time they came, they cited the same fear, the same suspicion. And I said exactly the same thing to them. And so what we did was we worked on objectives, we worked on goals. I talked to them about the process, the model that I knew. I taught them to this. Then I said I wanted to talk to them because they knew the field better than I did. So I asked their help to refine the model that we were going to work with until they were comfortable. And when they did, well, we ran the process. We did we did a lot of preparation, but we did these reflective dialogues in 13 regions all over the country, and it was met with a lot of joy, a lot of jubilation. And I say it is government who funded it, but it was really the people, the NGOs, who really made it happen. And this was how we were able to get, not consensus, but we were able to get to understand what were the things that government needed to put together in order to create consensus. And so I hope that this study that we had conducted would be something that would be used even in the next few years as we work out this agreement. If people don't understand an agreement that they are going to get into, people will always be suspicious, and people will always try to find ways to thwart whatever it is that was agreed upon. So they need to know that their interests had been considered. And that is why consensus is something that we need to continuously work on. And that is the main job of government, not to make decisions for a majority of people, but to always create consensus so that the decisions that will be reached will be something that the people can live with.